Hello and welcome back to Cultivated World, the channel that brings you the good stuff from the world of watches. As we welcome in the new year, we thought we would look back at two of the most influential watches that were discontinued in 2020. We'll be looking at the differences between these two Rolex Submariners and giving them a send-off. These are the model reference 116610LN and the reference 116610LV. The last two characters identify the color of the bezel. The L in both references stands for Lunette, which is the German word for bezel. The N stands for Noir, which is the French word for black. And the V stands for vert, which is the French word for green. I'm not too sure why Rolex mixed the two languages, but both French and German are official languages of Switzerland, so I suppose we'll let them off for that. Both of these watches launched over a decade ago in 2010, at a time when larger watches were very much on trend, with brands like Panerai, Frank Muller and Hublot having great success during this time. And I don't necessarily blame the people that indulged in this trend. First of all, buy what you like and enjoy it. Your watch is an expression of you and no one else should be telling you what that is. Secondly, we were recovering from one of the most severe financial crises the world had ever seen. The credit crunch of 2008, which took down huge companies such as Northern Rock in the UK and Lehman Brothers in the USA. After years of frugality and penny pinching for many, once the money started to flow again, it was time to flaunt it. The launch of these Submariners introduced the world to the thick-set, beefy super case for the first time in steel. The Submariner had bulked up with fatter lugs, which gave the watch more wrist presence whilst maintaining the core DNA of the Submariner. The other significant events were the launch of camera phones and everyone's favourite photo sharing app, Instagram. Never before were you able to take a photo on your mobile phone and share it with millions of people in an instant. While I'm on the subject of Instagram, why not follow us? Our handle is Cultivated World. We share our photos of the watches that we review in our videos. With the rise of the so-called influencers and the practice of flexing online, showing everyone how amazing your life is, having the latest and greatest drip, as they like to call it, gives you instant credibility and kudos. It's all about those likes and followers, people. By far the most valuable commodity in this sphere are the goods that are in short supply and difficult to acquire. And what's more difficult to find than a black Submariner? A green one, of course. Now, these Rolex Submariners are basically the same in most aspects. They are both made from 904L steel with the super case, featuring brushed satin lugs and polished sides. The solid oyster bracelet in brushed steel equipped with the oyster lock clasp and completed with the ingenious glide lock, allowing for on-the-go fine adjustment without the use of any tools. Both feature a triplock screw-down crown which offers a triple waterproof system, giving the Rolex Submariner a waterproof resistance rating of 300 meters. The ceramic, or Cerachrom bezel as Rolex likes to call it, was actually first introduced on the Submariner on the white gold version with the blue dial and blue bezel back in 2008. It was introduced on the all-steel Submariners when these watches were launched. The Cerachrom bezels are scratch resistant and will maintain their colour for years to come, unlike the aluminium bezels that they replaced. These Submariners featured the new maxi dial design with larger applied white gold markers and larger hour and minute hands. This helps to maintain the proportions of the watch in line with the super case. The Black Submariner features a gloss black dial which matches the black Cerachrom bezel. This is unmistakably the safe choice. In this configuration, the Rolex Submariner is arguably the most versatile watch design ever created. It is rugged enough to wear every day, but has been refined to the nth degree over the years, giving it an air of superiority that many other dive watches cannot match. It would be just at home worn with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, or worn with a business suit. If you are only going to wear one watch, this is the reason why many choose the Black Rolex Submariner. Unlike the Black Submariner, the dial on the Green Submariner is a sunray dial, so the colours dance around as the light catches it, shimmering between shades of emerald green and deep olive green, and even sometimes looking almost black. As much as I love this Green Submariner, the fact that it is green would be the reason I wouldn't recommend it to the average man that would only own one watch. The green is much less versatile and is something that I would never consider wearing with a suit. If you're lucky enough to catch a glimpse of one of these Green Submariners in the wild, it is truly a sight to behold. It's the same kind of feeling I get if I spotted something like a Porsche GT3 RS on the road, or some other people probably feel when they find a rare Pokemon. The Green Submariner is much more special, and not just because it is more difficult to acquire. The green sunray dial is absolutely beautiful and works wonderfully well with the green Cerachrom bezel. It's definitely more of a statement and doesn't compromise on style for the sake of versatility. Some would go as far as to say that this Green Submariner is trendy. However, trends do not always last. Will the green be a trend that stands the test of time? Or will it fade away just like those once trendy brands from the last decade that I mentioned earlier? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We want to thank everyone that has supported us during the difficulties of 2020, and we sincerely hope that 2021 is a much brighter year for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It ensures you don't miss out on our future watch content and allows us to create more videos for you.